Let me ask you, do you have many questions about what's going on in the 2021 real estate market? Do you keep hearing about people losing out on all these deals, paying crazy amounts of money for houses, and all this kind of crazy stuff? Well, today I hope to alleviate some of those fears and answer some of the questions that you may have about what's going on in today's 2021 real estate market. Let's get started. Hey, what's up guys? My name is Andy Montalvo. I'm a real estate agent here in Houston, Texas, and today I want to talk to you about the 2021 low inventory real estate market. Now, if you're a new buyer in this real estate market and you don't have any idea what is kind of going on, and you've been just hearing kind of stories here and there, stick around because we're going to cover all of it. Also, check out these 5 tips for when it comes to buying a house. All this information is going to help you greatly when it comes to buying a house in 2021. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button, as I have a lot of content coming for you when it comes to buying or selling real estate. Well, enough of that. Let's get to business. Right now, we are faced with a very heavy seller's market. A lot of people ask, what is the seller's market? What does it mean, right? What does it mean for me as a buyer? What does it mean for me as a seller in the seller's market? What a seller's market means is that the inventory of homes is a lot lower than the demand for homes in the market. You have a higher amount of buyers wanting to buy the exact same homes that are in the market, and not a lot of sellers are coming onto market in order to put that inventory out there. This has been caused by many things. To start with, low mortgage rates has caused a lot of buyers to come on market because of the affordability to buy homes. It has also kept a lot of sellers from selling their homes because now they can refinance that home at a lower rate and maybe even lower the monthly payments on their mortgage. Another thing is a lack of new construction homes on market. Because of the shortage of inventory of materials such as lumber, steel, and that kind of stuff in order to build homes, new construction builders are cutting back on the number of homes that they're building per month, therefore leaving a deficit of homes on market for people to buy. Usually, those new construction homes take a lot of pressure off the market. So, not having all those homes available has really taken a toll on the number of homes that buyers have available to buy. Now that we're halfway through the year, you are starting to see some increase in inventory. It could be because of the summertime, or it just could be that sellers are starting to realize that they can get a lot of money for their house, and that it really isn't that bad in terms of buying a home because the mortgage rates are so low, and they might as well take advantage of them and get into a new home. Even though you are seeing a little bit of more homes coming onto market, you are also seeing a lot more buyers coming on the market, which is not solving any issues. Prices do keep increasing. However, they are not increasing as fast as they were at the beginning of the year, which is good because we may be seeing a slowdown in the price increase. You keep hearing all these things about bidding wars and incredibly high prices, and you got to offer $100 million over the asking price in order to win something. Look, take a step back, take a breath, and let's go through the things that you should consider in this market in order for you to be a successful buyer. Let's consider that mortgage rates are extremely low. So even if you feel like you're paying too much for a home, or you're paying over the asking price for a home, your mortgage rate might be so low that your mortgage payments would be no different than if you were buying in a cheaper market with higher mortgage rates. Also consider this. Don't you feel better when you're buying a house that a lot of people want? Think about it this way. When you're going into a house and you're going into these bidding wars and you have people offering on these houses, you're buying a house that somebody wants. If you decide to sell that house in 3 to 5 years, somebody's going to want it. That means that you are picking the right home if you have a lot of eyes on it. Another thing to consider in order to avoid a lot of headaches is how much cash you need to bring into a transaction. With things such as appraisals going too low, or maybe possible negotiations where you, the buyer, are covering closing costs for the seller, you have to consider how much cash you're willing to bring into a transaction. For example, say the appraisal comes in a little bit too low. You may just need to put in a little bit of extra money just to get the deal done instead of completely terminating the contract and going back on market, going back through bidding wars, and just causing way more headaches. Sometimes a high asking price isn't even what the seller wants. The seller might just want his closing costs covered. So if you can bring more cash into a transaction, you might be able to cover those closing costs for the seller and not have to offer $30,000, $50,000, $100,000, whatever amount of money over the asking price. Another thing to consider is shopping below the budget that you're looking at. When you're looking at homes, always think about the price and what amount over that price you'd be willing to pay. Because majority of homes are not going to sell below asking or even at asking price. They will sell over the asking price, which is what's driving the market upward. So consider looking below your budget when you're looking at homes so you don't have to worry about bringing in extra cash that you didn't plan on spending. how much cash you're bringing into the transaction is especially going to be important for FHA and VA buyers. Right now, FHA and VA offers are not as competitive as a conventional mortgage or as a cash offer. That is usually because of the strict appraisals that FHA and VA loans have, and the little amount of equity that you're bringing into a transaction, which makes the seller feel less confident that you can complete the transaction in case anything goes wrong. Now, I do want to dive in a little bit into the new construction area because that is a very important factor as to why the inventory is so low and why we're in such a heavy seller's market. Because of the increase in price in things like lumber, steel, roof shingles, even labor, homes are becoming a lot more expensive to build. So what a lot of builders are doing is they're restricting the number of homes a builder rep can sell per month. That way, they can accurately estimate how much the home is going to cost to build in the time span they have to build it. Considering that material prices are changing all the time, the prices of new construction homes change almost on a weekly basis. Construction times have even extended. Whereas it used to take 6 to 7 months maybe to build a home, now it takes 9 to 10 months to build a home because of the shortage in materials. So those are just a couple things to consider when going the new construction route. Also, majority of builders have cut their builder incentives that they used to offer back in the good old days when you used to be able to get several thousands of dollars in closing costs and free things from builders and that kind of stuff. Those days are gone. Now it's just about finding the perfect home for you at the budget that you can pay. Some builders aren't even doing dirt sales, where a buyer used to be able to come in, pick a floor plan, pick a lot, and pick out all the things inside the house that they wanted. I understand that these things can bring a lot of fear to you guys whenever it comes to buying a house, but there are several ways that you can just prepare yourself in order to prevent a lot of these headaches from happening. One of the best ways to prepare yourself is to partner with a great mortgage lender and have that pre-approval ready when it comes to shopping. You're going to want to act extremely fast. So when that perfect house comes on market and you go see it and you fall in love with that house, you have that pre-approval letter ready and to make an offer and get that thing secured. You're also going to have to start thinking about how much more over the asking price you are willing to pay on the house that you are looking at. That itself is going to give you a little bit of breathing room when it comes to bidding wars. So you're not putting yourself in an uncomfortable position or a price that's too ridiculous for you to even pay. And lastly, the very most important and number one way that you can keep yourself from getting tons of headaches and stress when buying a house is to go with the right real estate agent. Find yourself an agent who understands how to work with buyers and sellers in this market, who understands what both parties are looking for, who understands how to solve problems when they arise to keep the deal going and keep it alive. Besides that, guys, that is pretty much all I have for you in terms of what is going on in today's real estate market. If you have any questions, please put them down below or contact me directly. I would love to talk to you and answer any questions you may have. Anything I can do to take those worries out of your head, please let me know. If you want, even go rewatch the video. Watch it 5, 10 times. This information is good for you, whether you're a buyer or a seller. Besides that, guys, please don't forget to hit like and subscribe, as your support means everything to me. I hope to keep bringing you valuable content when it comes to real estate and hope to keep answering all your questions. Please, if there is any topic you would like me to cover or any question you'd like me to make a video over, comment it down below or let me know and I will get right to it. You guys are great and I hope to see you guys next time.